All right.
Hey there, everybody, this is Tommy G,
And PJ.
and we're looking at battling the grapplers today, and just right now my Overdogs page is on the team stats. Just looking at some of the batting averages there. Anything you could say in particular about anybody on the team, Pete, from what you have in our stats?
So far so good. We're going to start seeing for the Overdogs. I believe we're going to start seeing some more of the bench players try to start getting things situated for the upcoming playoffs. For the Grapplers, the only thing I can say is based on our last meeting, which was at the Swagger Center, the Overdog pitching staff was able to combine for a total of 17 strikeouts in that game. So the Grapplers, to my knowledge, seem to struggle with hitting. And when you look at their stats, it kind of bears that out. You're looking at Eduardo Electro, their shortstop, at 147. Manzano, the left fielder, at 182. Signoro, the catcher, at 161. So, yeah, they have their trouble with the batting averages.
Yeah, that seems to show up on the league tables too. I'm looking at the season standings right now. The Mega Conference Grapplers are in the middle of the pack there. They're 5-6 at a 455 percentage. They're 4 games back in first place, but part of that's just due to the fact that they're playing in the same Epic division as the Water Bullets, who are dominating. But they have a negative 8 run differential as well, so that seems to bode well on paper, at least in this matchup.
Yes, it does. But by the same token, when you look at who's taken the bump for the Overdogs, Carrie Wayward, she's struggled in her 2 appearances so far this year. 12.27 ERA with a 0-0 record. So the Grapplers may wind up surprising us today. So hopefully Wayward can kind of start to find her groove, especially since we're going to be sliding into playoff talk here pretty soon.
That's true, yeah, and she actually does have the highest ERA on the team, so she's eager to get back out there and prove to people that she's not as bad as her record seems.
I bet, and again, the thing that really kind of hurts her on this level is the lack of velocity. If she's not on, then it's kind of a free for all. The opposing hitters really seem to have a field day with her.
Yeah, she's got to be careful what she throws and where. This is our last game on the road here in the Grappler Stadium before going home again. For the last home game stretch of the regular season, we're going to face teams like the Buzzards and the Water Bolts back to back. So it's going to be nice to see the Overdogs put in an effort. I think we'll get it tonight on the field, knowing that they got one more game before coming home.
Yeah, and again, coming off a 6-4 loss to the Nemesis, it'll be nice to get back onto the winning side of the scorecard. As you mentioned, the Buzzards, who are always a difficult game, will be the first ones we face off at home against. You got the Water Bullets, who are still running roughshod over the league in their inaugural season. Then you got the Arctics, and those are the last 3 at home, and then we'll finish it out on the road.
Yep. Well, this is talking about the specifics of this game here. The Overdogs are 7-4, Grapplers 5-6. The Overdogs Speed Demons against the Bullpen Beasts of Grapplers. So the Grapplers got a lot of speed and defense and relief pitching. So the Dogs are going to need to come out there and put some points on the board. How about these pitching? Pitching. What can you tell
As we
me?
talked about, the Overdogs are bringing trotting out Carrie Wayward to the bump, and as we stated, with no record but a 12.27 ERA, she's going to have to be on her best. But even if she could mount a mediocre game, she's got a good chance of racking up some strikeouts. Bertram Haftberger III for the Grapplers is a 1-1 record with a 3.75 ERA. And he doesn't have much velocity either. He's got about average junk, and he suffers with accuracy. So again, this may be like T-ball for the Overdogs. We might see some balls flying out of the park today, Tommy.
Well, and that would bode well for the Overdogs here. Looking at our notable players, the first 3, you got some of the usuals. Marsha Brown in right field hitting 356 with 3 home runs. Rhonda Horn at third base hitting 415 with 3 home runs. and Anton Goodwood. So you start with 356, you think that's a killer. Anton Goodwood's hitting 641 with 2 home runs. And both Brown and Goodwood are on fire, and Ron Horn's playing locked in.
Yeah. And then you look over at the Grapplers and Bambino in right field. He's hitting 260 with no home runs, and he's got an injury, so we might not see him today. As a matter of fact, he might be sitting. Findary, she's at third. She's hitting 405, which is a respectable 405 with 3 home runs. And then Jay Fowle at first base hitting 286 with a home run, and she's locked in. I'm sorry, Miss Fowle.
Well, yeah, Findary scares me at third base. I think we saw one of her 3 home runs last time they were in Santa Monica. I think she took one out on us, so we're going to be careful against her. She's got good contact and pretty good power to boot.
You did. You're absolutely right. Findary, the Grapplers were only able to etch out two runs, and Findary hit a home run in the 8th, and then Biff Noggins, the catcher, he hit a home run in the 9th. And again, that was as close as they got, was 4-2. So she can. You know, if you get a little bit, you miss with Findary or Noggins, they've proven they can make you pay for it.
They can. We're going to the starting lineup for the Overdogs. Looks pretty good in general. You got Elroy Action at second base there. Kasha Emmon is locked in at shortstop. Rhonda Horn locked in at third base. Now Anton Goodwood, there's going to be a substitution today. Even though Goodwood's on fire, he's not 100% in his strength, and they want to make sure he doesn't blow anything out coming on down in the season. So they're going to swap him up with Samuel Perez. And he'll be the catcher for today. Good power, pretty good contact, good speed and everything. And we've seen Perez back there, so it'll be nice to see him show himself there. Got Marshall Brown, who's on fire in right field. Rafael Gonzalo is also going to get the hook today, and they're going to bring in Casper Stern. So Gonzalo struggled just a little bit in that last game, is trying to get his bat going. And Casper Stern showed he could play early in the season. They want to give him another look. After that, we got in left field. You got locked in Robin Yu, locked in Yvette Victorino in center field. And again, like you said, on the mound, Carrie Wayward, who throws the cut finger, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. She got a good repertoire. So
she does. I just wish she had a little bit more velocity. That's all. I mean, and I'm not even asking for super velocity, just a little bit more velocity.
Right. They could just
and she could be a very dominant pitcher, but it's that lack of velocity that really kind of hurts her.
At that speed, they could just tee anything up.
Yeah, you're not fooling anybody. By the time it gets there, they're waiting on it. So
looks like they're throwing us down the field here, and it looks like a nice
Bingata
day
Bowl.
in the Bingata Bowl.
Get you some ramen. Ramen for one.
Somewhere here
The
in
Lonely
the
Man dinner.
Bay Area, yeah. How's that lineup looking for the other team, Pete?
The Grapplers, I don't know. Grapplers are Sox in right field, Fielder at second base, DeMarco in center field, Findary at third base, Fowl at first, Electro playing short, Manzano in left field, Signoro, the catcher, who's hurting and is tense. And then, of course, taking the bump is Bertram Haftberger III. Coming up in the top of the first, Elroy Action, Kasha Emmon, and Rhonda Horn. Elroy Action's hitting 283 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs on the season.
He is indeed. First pitch of the game is in there a little high for a ball, a little arcer. And Action gets out ahead of that one, pulls it left foul. We're quickly 1 apiece, top of the first. Action's a long time early on that one. Strike 2, 1-2 the count. Tries to get him chasing that one outside. Ball 2 apiece. Action makes contact with that, lands it in right field. Seymour Sox is going to hold him up at first base.
Leadoff single for Elroy Action.
I like it.
Kasha Emmon, batting .324, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. Elroy Action standing at first base. The first pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Shot. Foul territory along the third baseline, out of play. Strike 2, 0-2. There's a hit to the shortstop. Makes the throw to first. Second.
Oh no, he's running. Why'd he run? Oh boy, that was Action made it to second with the early lead, and then they called out the runner at first, but then he took off. Here's Rhonda Horn at the plate. I didn't see what her average is. Ooh, brush back on the inside corner. 1-0 the count. Second one's inside. She pops it up deep to left field, and they're going to run around, but it's going to be caught. Oh, out. That's double play. Oh, they caught Action. Thought it was. That's bad base running. Yeah.
Seymour Sox, Ian Fielder, and Marco DeMarco coming up. Wayward going to take her first look at these grapplers. She's got a 12.27 ERA.
Now batting number
Play ball.
55, the right fielder.
with authority.
There it is.
And Seymour Sox comes up first. Takes the first pitch, low and away, outside, ball one. 1-0 the count. Still 0-0, bottom of the first inning here at the Bingata Bowl. High and inside, and he swings and misses at that. Strike one apiece. That one's popped up behind the plate. Back at it is Perez, who grabs it.
All right.
One down.
Now batting number 46, the second baseman.
Ian Fielder's hitting .316 on the season. Fielder's generally a pretty good contact hitter. Not bad power either. Takes the first pitch in there a little bit high, ball one. That one's on the outside corner. He doesn't chase. Ball 2-0 the count. 1 out, bottom of the first. The delivery, that one sinks just before the strike zone, and now it's 3-0. And she's a little nervous about pitching to Fielder. Wayward throwing her 7th pitch. It's on the inside corner, but really slow, and he swings early. Strike, 3-1 the count. Fools him on that one, low and away, and now we got a full count here. She's throwing a dozen pitches. I'm just kidding. No, she's only throwing 9 pitches right here. Right down there. When it gets, just past the second base. Thought she was going to grab that. And they're going to hold him up at first base for a single.
All right. Marco DeMarco.
He's hitting 282. He's looking a little bit tense, though, today. They got a runner at first base, not too fast. DeMarco's generally got power. Not great contact, but he's, like I said, he's playing a little tense. First pitch is a ball. There's the run. That one's hit foul. 1-1 the count. 1 out. Looking for that double play ball. That one's outside. He doesn't swing. 2-1 the count.
Oh no.
High and inside, ball 3. 3-1 the count. The head of the pitch to Marcos. There's a curve, and they're going to try and get him to be way late, but the strike in there, full count. 3-2. Watching that runner at second base. Hoping to get out DeMarco here. Swings and a miss on the outside corner. They get him for out number 2.
All right, Wayward.
That's good for Wayward.
Number 15,
That's right.
Unfortunately, here comes Hallie Finderi hitting .405. Solid contact hitter with a lot of good power. Her 16th pitch is inside, and Finderi wanted it. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. Medium pressure. She pops that one up into left field, but waving it up already is Robin Yu. He's going to be under it for the 3rd out.
Get that drone out of here. Samuel Perez, Marsha Brown, and Casper Stern going to get a first look at Halfberger the third. Halfberger. He's thrown 10 pitches, giving up 1 hit. His ERA is at 3.46. Overdogs and Grapplers tied up with a 1 hit apiece. Perez is hitting .250 on the season with 1 RBI.
Nice to see Perez do something.
Yeah, it would be nice. Taking over duty stuff, popped up into right field, just foul. Johan Bambino is calling everybody off, makes the catch.
Thought that hit the roof.
Yes, sir.
Now here comes Marsha Brown on fire, hitting 380 something. So she's going to be that first pitch straight to the shortstop for 2nd out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Not looking good right now.
Yeah, they're making it too easy for Halfberger. Casper Stern hitting .250, 1 home run, 1 RBI. 2 outs, top of the 2nd. First pitch, he fouls off along the 3rd baseline, just out of reach. That one's in high, 1-1. That one over the inside corner, 1-2.
Oh.
Popped up on the infield. The second baseman, Zoom Delacruz, calling everybody off. Ian Fielder making the catch. Just foul. Eduardo Electro and Jefe Manzano. Hefe Manzar. Carrie Wayward threw 17 pitches, got 1 strikeout, giving up 1 hit. Her ERA is down to 10.8.
Now batting,
Jeez.
number 12.
Fouls
the
hitting
first
286 with a home run and 5 RBI. She's a dangerous hitter.
She is.
Carrie Wayward, let's get her on a roll here.
Let's do it.
Well, outside. Ball 1. Bottom of the second, still no score. Overdogs and Grapplers in the beautiful Bengata Bowl. That one's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Wayward's starting to get these motors cranked up. That's a high pop fly into foul territory along the third baseline. Oh, I was okay. The third baseman missed it. She should have made that catch, and she didn't. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls that off along the third base line. Another foul ball. Wayward's got to sneak this one past her. That one's inside. 2-2. Wayward's up to 22 pitches. This was another problem that Wayward has. She has to go deep into the pitch count. High pop fly along the third base line. Emmons there, makes the catch to retire foul. 1 out.
Batting, number 9.
Eduardo Electro hitting 147 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Like we talked about at the start of the game, Tom, without that finishing pitch, Wayward tends to throw a lot of pitches to try and get the outs. Hard hit ground ball
Number
to
28, the left fielder.
Kasha Emmon, who picks it up, makes the throw to Casper Stern at first to retire Electro. Jefe Manzano is playing left field today. There's a shot.
Oh, past the third baseman.
Yep. Bad throw. Okay. Yeah, she probably could have got that if she laid out. Grizz Signoro, the catcher, he steps and he's tense, and he's got little power, very little power. That one's in there for a strike. Swing and a miss by Signoro. Runner at first has a lot of speed.
Oh.
Hard hit ground ball past the pitcher into center field for a single.
Now batting,
Runners at first and
number
second
50,
with
the
2 outs. Bertram Halfberger the third with a 600 batting average. So he's nobody. Don't take him lightly. Pop that up behind home plate. And Samuel Perez is there to make the catch for the 3rd out. Woo! We can say that again. Robin Yu, Yvette Victorino, and Carrie Wayward coming up. Halfberger's thrown 16 pitches and given up 1 hit. These Overdogs are going to have to make Halfberger throw some more pitches, I think, Tom.
I think so.
3, the left
Robin Yu
fielder.
hitting 455 on the season.
That's pretty darn good. He is locked in and fit. That's the first pitch in there. First strike. 0-1 the count. Second one, almost 90-mile-an-hour pitch inside ball 1. 1-2 the count. He's ahead in it. Is Halfberger. Throws that one there, but Yu gets it straight to Jess Fowle. He's going to run it down herself for the first down. At least he got her to pitch to him.
Now batting, number
Yeah, I tried to
28,
throw a couple.
the
Victorino
center
hitting
fielder.
421 with 4 home runs, 10 RBIs on the season. This is turning into a bit more of a pitcher's battle than I thought. That one's fouled straight back for a strike. That's into the gap in the center field for a clean single. Victorino stepping in, standing at first, stepping, stomping, standing, whatever you want to say.
I think that might have been our first hit there today. Carrie Wayward comes up hitting 667. So,
I think it might be our second, actually.
strike 1 in there. 0-1 the count, but Wayward's a hitting pitcher. Strike 2. 0-2, medium pressure situation. She gets ahead of that one, hits it foul. And there goes the runner. Grounder to first. They're going to get her out for the second out, but we got a runner at second base in scoring position.
I'm dropping a lot of frames. I'm getting a lot of hiccup. Elroy action, 1-for-1 with a single. So he's the other hit. Shot into center field. And Marco DeMarco gets under it for the 3rd out. So still no score. Overdogs with 2 hits, Grapplers with 3. Coming up in the bottom of the 3rd, Seymour Sox, Ian Fielder, and Marco DeMarco. Wayward's at 28 pitches.
Now batting, number 65,
Seymour.
the right fielder.
Seymour Sox 0 for 1 on the day. Not a very good batting average either, so they're not too afraid of Sox. Even though Sox got good contact. Fools him on the inside corner there. That one goes down the right field side, and it's caught by Casper Stern. Little blooper. One down.
Now batting number 46, the second baseman.
Ian Fielder's 1 for 1 with a single today. Fielder, the second baseman for the Grapplers. Takes the first pitch in there, ball 1. 1 out, 1-0 the count. Bottom of the third inning, no score. Low pressure situation here. Good contact hitter, makes a move, but pushes it left. 1 apiece. Evened up. Curveball in there, and he swings, gets a piece of it, takes a foul. Second strike, 1-2 the count. She's ahead in it. Tries to get him chase that one outside. Not a bad pitch, but he didn't go for it. 2 apiece. See, Wayward's getting ready to deliver her 34th pitch right here. And then the inside corner jams him, and they're not going to be able to get there. Foul ball. Still 2-2 the count. Now she's starting to rack up the pitch count, but she can't get too cocky here. Ian Fielder's a good hitter. The Field's ready. Oh, she gets that one in there. Inside corner, strikes him out. Way to go, Wayward.
Now batting
All right, Wayward.
center field.
All right.
Marco DeMarco is 0 for 1 today. He's got good power. Takes the first pitch inside. Ball. 1-0 the count. Crowd pretty into that one there. Fools him on that changeup. Chases that one and strike. Swinging miss. 1 apiece. 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Delivers the curveball in the inside corner. Strike 2. He didn't swing at that. Didn't really like it much. And now I'll see if she gets him chasing something ugly. This is pitch number 39, and he gets it. A rising ball. Strikeout. 2 back-to-back strikeouts inside the side, Pete.
All right. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Wayward. Kasha Emmon, Rhonda Horn, Samuel Perez, all 0 for the day. Halfberger's at 27 pitches and giving up 2 hits. His ERA's down to a paltry 3.
Now
Jeez.
batting number 39.
Kasha Emmon 0 for 1 with a 3.14 average, 1 home run, 7 RBIs.
Great
Let's get her going here.
Great contact hitter with good power. Second pitch she nails straight to the second baseman. Fielder guns her down. 2 pitches, 1 out.
Now batting number 2.
Yeah, Halfberger's doing pretty well. Rhonda Horn 0 for 1. She's hitting .405. Somebody's got to get something going here in the top of the 4th. That one's inside. Ball 1. Shot just foul along the third baseline. 1-1. That one's fouled off deep into the first base bleachers. Check swing, 2-2. Slow dribbler to the second baseman. Fielder picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire.
Now batting.
Boy, we got to get
That
some
person.
batters on the base here. Sam Perez is going to give it a try. He's 0 for 1 on the day, but can't have go 0 for these whole 3 again. Perez takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Second pitch. Crushes it deep to center field. It's going back. I don't think it's going to be far enough near the warning track as Marco DeMarco. He ends the side. 0 for 2 for those first 3.
Wow, that's not good. Ali Finderi, Jess Fowl, Eduardo Electro, they're all 0 for the day as well, Tom. So Carrie Wayward, 39 pitches, 3 strikeouts, giving up 3 hits.
Now batting.
Her ERA is down to
number 18,
8.71.
third baseman.
Finderi with a 3.95 average. She's dangerous, as we talked about at the start of the game. Wayward delivers that first one a little high, ball 1. Wayward's getting some air under her wings there. That one's a little outside. 2-0. Starting to rack up some Ks. Fouled off along the first baseline. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Allen's just tapped foul along the first baseline. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is evened up. Wayward pulls it back in. A shot.
Oh, almost. Good attempt by Kasha Emmon there at shortstop. Knocked it down. Couldn't field it. She gets the first.
Yes, sir. Kept there from maybe extra bases. Just fouled 0 for 1, hitting .276. She's got a home run of 5 RBIs. Finderi over at first has got a little bit of speed. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. Wayward.
Traps it. Not going to get it in time. That first one's a ball. About the worst.
Yeah, that first pitch by Wayward kind of bounced out in front of Perez, so made it hard to make the throw. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul. Taps that off along the along the first base
Now
side
batting, number 9,
to retire foul, but Findari's able to reach third safely. So 1 out, man on third. Eduardo Electro stepping in. He anticipated that.
They're going home and they don't get her. It was worth an effort, but boy, she took off.
It's kind of a slow grounder to short. She charged the ball and hoped to be able to throw her out at home, but unfortunately she didn't. So the Grapplers go up 1-0. Jefe Manzano, he steps in. There's a slow dribbler to, oh no.
And they go to second and miss it.
Should have been, again, these are just taps. And in all honesty, you should be able to turn 2 on that one, but they again, it was moving so slowly they weren't. So men on first and second, 1 out. Grizz Signoro is the catcher. He stepped in. First offering from Wayward's ball.
Oh, good catch by Action at second base.
Flair to action at second, who makes the catch. Quick snap throw to first, but everybody's back in time. 2 outs. Runners still at first, and Bertram Halfberger, the third, steps in, fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Grapplers taking the 1-0 lead. That's a foul ball into, unfortunately, the right fielder was unable to get over there. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes, though. Halfberger's in the hole. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Wayward is on fire. Coming up in the top of the 5th, Marsha Brown, Casper Stern, Robin Yu, all 0 for the day, Tommy. So the first 3 and the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Halfberger's only thrown 36 pitches, though. We really got to have to make this guy throw pitches. Marsha Brown 0 for 1.
He's got in their heads.
Yeah. Brown takes the first pitch. It's high. Ball 1. That one's low. Ball 2. Swing fouled off deep into the first base seat.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count is evened up. 2-2. High. Ball 3. We got a full count. Halfberger has walked Marsha Brown. Is that Marsha Brown?
I think so. This looks like Casper Stern. He's 0 for 1 on the day. There goes Brown for second base. They throw. Not in time.
All right.
Casper Stern to the plate now. Takes the second pitch, fouls it off. 0-2 the count. He's behind in the count. He's ahead of that one, but he pulls it left deep. And it's caught by Jeff Manzano. And she gets back to second base. 1 down.
Down. Robin Yu stepping in. He's 444 on the season, but 0 for 1 on the day. 1 out. Marsha Brown standing at second. There's a flare to the third baseman. Makes the catch. Snap throw to second, but Brown is back in time. 2 outs.
Oh, gun. Well, here comes Yvette Victorino, 1 for 1 with a single. She's locked in. At least she's hitting well, and she's confident. So she's going to watch this first pitch come in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. No big deal. Second pitch skips off the ground inside. Ball. Good eye there. 1 apiece. That one's on the outside corner. It's a strike. 1-2. That one's in there. She gets it. Hits it straight to the shortstop, who makes a diving catch and gets her in time. Barely.
Okay. Bottom of the 5th. Seymour Sox 0 for 2. Ian Fielder 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Marco DeMarco 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Grapplers holding on to that 1-0 lead. They've out-hit our Overdogs 4-2.
They have. Luckily, Seymour Sox is 0 for 2 on the day. Changeup fools him there on the inside corner. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Sox is good contact hitter. Not much power at all. Wayward's throwing her 55th pitch. Outside ball. 1 apiece. No outs. Bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Grapplers. Grappling for a win here. Curveball makes it. It's in there. Started high, ended low. Strike. 1-2 the count. Low pressure situation here. Gets this. Looks like a slider inside corner. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Another one for Wayward.
46, the second baseman.
Right.
Ian Fielder comes up. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Earlier than a gay. Fielder's a contact hitter with okay power. Throwing her 58th pitch.
All right.
She gets him chasing on the outside corner, fouls it off. 0-1 the count. And the second pitch in there, high, pops it up, and it's going to make it into the gap. He's going to hold up at first base for a nice single. With one out, they're hoping for the double play here.
Number 4.
Yes, sir.
Marco DeMarco's 0 for 2, looking tense. They don't have a whole ton of speed at first base, so they're hoping to hit in this double play here. Her 60th pitch is a low, nice curve on the inside corner. Strike one, 0-1 the count. Second pitch on the inside corner, he swung and missed at that, 0-2 now. She's got room to play with him here. She's got a little gas in the tank. Throws the changeup outside, he doesn't go for it. 1-2 the count, still a lot of room to play. Runner at first base, hoping for this double play ball. What can she throw to get him to hit a double play? He's more power than contact, is DeMarco, the third baseman. Ooh, he gets a piece of that one, but he pulls it down the right side. Foul. Still 1-2. Swing to pop that one up. It's going to deep center, but underneath is Victorino calling him off. And he's going to hold up at first base. 2 down. And still in a good position here is Wayward. As long as nothing gets away from her, she should be able to finish this inning, no problem. But here comes Ali Finderi. 2 for a single. One of the dangerous hitters for the Grapplers here. There goes the runner, and it's over. It's thrown hard, but just beats it. Jeez. Runner takes second. 1-0 the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Inside corner. Finderi doesn't go for it. Ball. 2-0 the count. Medium pressure situation. That one arcs in there. She pops it foul. Pushes it down the left field side. 2-1 the count. 68th pitch by Wayward here. High. Ball 3. Doesn't chase it to Finderi. She's a great hitter. Throws a curveball in there. Just makes that low part of the strike zone. Fans didn't like it, but I liked it. 3-2 the count. Gets chasing an inside one. Fouls it off. Still 3-2. Throwing her 71st pitch. Gets her on the inside corner. Strikes her out. Ends the side. Oh, what a great way to play 5.
Wayward 0 for 1. Elroy Action 1 for 2. Kasha Emmon 0 for 2. Hefberger's up to 50 pitches. He's given up 1 walk and 2 hits. His ERA is at 2.65.
Does Wayward bat here?
Number 24. The pitcher.
I don't know. What do you think?
She's thrown 72 pitches.
She has, and she's had a good outing, but she's not going to get a win if we can pull this out.
You want to keep her in? Want to keep her in?
No, because if,
okay.
Then what's going to wind up happening is she's going to
All right, then put in
apart.
Whoever you like there.
Okay, so Glover, Gold, or Berger. I think I'm going Gold. Guy Gold. Or Glover. Should I go Glover? He doesn't have a lot of power, but he's good at contact. And let's just get somebody on the bases. Let's go Rob Glover.
All right. Good
Rob Glover.
Good outing by Wayward there.
Definitely, yeah. I don't think she's had many strikeouts. Slow roller to the shortstop, picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire Glover.
Well, that was quick. Elroy Action 1 for 2 with a single, hoping Elroy can get on the base here. Elroy's a great contact hitter. Watches the first one for a ball. 1-0 the count. That one's on the inside corner. Strike 1 apiece. That one arcs away, but he swings and it just loops into the Ian Fielder's glove for 2 down.
Kasha Emmon 0 for 2, hitting 306, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Grapplers holding on to a 1-0 lead. First pitch swing, roller to the pitcher Happerger, who picks it up, throws her out at first. And Tommy G's considering we're going to bring in a pitcher to replace Terry Wayward, who I think has had her first great outing, and you cannot fault her for what's happening with the Overdog bats. Haftberger, as my partner pointed out, seems to have mesmerized these guys, and we're going to be taking a look at Braun Thunderchump, the relief pitcher. He's got average velocity, better than average junk, almost good. He's got good junk. And better than average accuracy. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup.
Easy for you to say.
Just foul, yeah. Just foul, Eduardo Electro, and Jefe Manzano stepping up. Jefe Manzano, the only one to have racked up a hit today. Thunderchump with an ERA of 7.71. So
the first baseman.
Just foul, 0 for 2, 267, 2 home runs, and 5 RBIs, I believe it said. Thunder Chump's first pitch, swing and a miss, 93-mile-per-hour fastball to just foul. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Foul is behind in the count. That one was inside, 1-1. Thunder Chump coming to the plate. Ooh, another swing and a miss by just foul. Oh, 1-2. She's in the hole. Fooled her completely with a swing and strikeout. Way to start out from Thunder Chump with a big K. Eduardo Electro 0 for 2. He's hitting 139. Bottom of the sixth. Grapplers with a 1-0 lead over our Overdogs. Thunder Chump gets that curveball in there for a called strike. Strike one. Swing and a miss by Electro. He's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Thunder Chump bringing the pitch. A little inside. Tried to get him to chase one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thunder Chump with a scratch at the hind quarters. Oh! Fooled Electro completely. He swung at a ball that was way out. Thunder Chump has faced 2 batters and struck out both. So he's at 8 pitches, averaging about 4 pitches a batter, which isn't bad. Thunder Chump goes right at Manzano with that first pitch in there for a called strike. A little inside with the second offering. That's evens up the count, 1-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Emmett, who picks it up, makes the long throw to first to retire the side. Rhonda Horn, Samuel Perez, and Marsha Brown all 0 for the day. Haftberger's up to 55 pitches. He's given up 1 walk and 2 hits with a 2.5 ERA. Grapplers out hitting our Overdogs 5-2. Rhonda Horn 0 for 2 on the day.
Horn's got to do something here. She don't want to go 0 for 3. Takes the first pitch in there, outside corner, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Haftberger's losing a little bit there. He's got 2 quick balls. That one's ball 3. Quickly, she's ahead 3-0. She probably shouldn't swing at this one. Takes it in there for the strike. 3-1 the count. And there's ball 4. Almost hits her. And she's
all right,
on base.
leadoff walk. Samuel Perez, let's get something going here, partner. 0 for 2 on the day, hitting 200 with an RBI. One's in there outside, ball 1. That one's a pitch out. But the throw was off, and the shortstop couldn't corral it, so Marsha Brown is in at second. Runner at second, 3-0. Oh, 2 walks in a row for Haftberger. Men on first and second. Marsha Brown stepping in. She's 0 for 1 with a walk.
And she's got a walk today, too. There's a whole lot of walking going on here. Haftberger all of a sudden is really falling apart, it looks like. First pitch in there, 1-0 the count. Second one, ball 2. 2-0. There it goes. Oh, she's going to... Oh, she's out. Oh, no. Caught in a rundown. She got caught out trying to steal third base. Doggone it. Didn't need to do that. First pitch for strike. 3-1 the count. Still ahead in the situation. She swings at that one, but hits it straight to the shortstop for 1 out. No, it makes it safe to first. They get the lead runner.
All right. Casper Stern 0 for 2 on the day. 167 on the year. 1 home run, 1 RBI. Haftberger's going to take a seat. And they're coming up with Mac Gunn. Mac Gunn with tremendous velocity. Much better than average junk and great accuracy. His stamina is a little bit down, though, Tommy. It looks like he may have pitched in the not-too-distant past. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a cut fastball, and a curveball. This is the first of double switch. They're also going to be pulling Jefe Manzano from left field, and they're going to bring in Joven Bambino. Joven Bambino has very good speed, about average fielding, and he's better than average arms. So it looks like the pitcher will be hitting in the space of Bambino. Ooh. Strike 2, 2 quick strikes. A flare to first base. First baseman lays down, picks it up, and makes the toss of the pitcher to retire the sides. Grizz Signorio, Joven Bambino, and Seymour Sox all coming up. Joven Bambino in that 9th slot now, pitcher, as a result of the double switch.
Number
1 for
11,
2.
the catcher.
Oh, Agrisnerio 1 for 2 with a single. He's hitting 182.
He is the catcher for the
Oh.
Grapplers.
He
Looks
is.
like he wants
Braun
to-
Thunder. Oh, I'm pitching.
Looks like he wants it. Pete wants to talk.
I like
He's got something to say, folks. You got to wait.
Nothing I like better than the sound of my own voice.
Fouls, tips that one back. Foul. 0-1 the count.
Oh,
About a medium pitches to it. Curveball jams him. He hooks it left. Foul. Now he's quickly ahead 0-2. And he's throwing his 14th pitch on the outside corner. Strikes him out with 3 pitches. Way to go. Thunder
Now
chump.
batting, number 25, the left fielder.
Oven Bambino. 216 on the season. Making his first at bat here for the Grapplers. We got a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 7th. Throws his 15th pitch, throwing his 16th pitch here. It's 1-0 the count. 1 out. Pops that one up deep to right field, going back against the wall. Caught by Marcia
Way to
Brown at the wall.
way to go.
The right
Ooh,
fielder.
here comes Seymour.
Thank you, Marcia.
Seymour Sox, who's a good contact hitter. Not a whole ton of power, but good contact. Pops that one back our way. Foul, 0-1 the count. 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Dogs got to get out of this and then put some runs on the board to get in this game. That one's thrown to the first base for 3rd out.
Robin, you 0 for 2. We're going to need that bat. Yvette Victorino 1 for 2, and Braun Thunderchump. He's coming up for his first time. They're going to face off against Mac Gunn, who threw 3 pitches, and he's got an ERA of
Now batting,
1.04.
number 3.
Hughes 0 for 2 in the day, hitting .435, a home run, 9 RBIs.
And he is locked in. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Second pitch, almost the same spot, but it's outside. Ball, 1 apiece. Ooh, that one's low and inside. Ball 2. 2-1. Ooh, that was the second strike. Even count. 2 apiece. And he watches every pitch. He's going to struck out there on the 3rd one.
Now batting,
That was
number
low.
28,
Giving him the low.
center
Yvette
fielder.
Victorino 1 for 2, a single. She's looking in at Mac Gunn. She gets a shot. Foul along the first baseline.
Oh.
Swing it. Strike 2. She's a Victorino in the hole. 0-2 very quickly.
Oh.
Swing. Foul. Tipped along first baseline. That one's high. 1-2. 1 out. Top of the 8th. Ball 2. 2-2. Shot into the gap between first and second baseman. Victorino's going to step to first safely. We got a base runner.
Well, that didn't look good at first. It ended up being
Now
okay.
batting, number
Braun
31,
Thunderchump.
Thunderchump up against Gunn here, the pitching battle. Thunderchump's not a great hitter, but you wouldn't expect it. Pete's looking to, they may be motioning over the bullpen. Thunderchump, they may get a pinch for the chump man. Top of the 8th inning. High pressure situation. It looks like they are. They're bringing in Anton Goodwood to pinch hit on this one, who's on fire. This is a big situation here. Goodwood could do some real damage. There she goes, a run. It's on the inside corner, sliding in for safe. She stole the base, and now they got the runner at second base. Ball 1, 1-1 the count, 1 out. High and inside, swinging and miss, strike 2. That pitch comes in fast from him. Ooh, Goodwood pitched it. I hope everybody's okay on that last one. 1-2 the count. Skips off the plate for ball 2. No one swinging at junk. Ball 3, that one just missed. Full count, high pressure situation. He smashes that one, but it's going to go right to the shortstop. They're going to gun him down at first for the second out, but advance the runner to third.
Number 23, the second baseman.
Elroy action 1 for 3 with a single. All we need is a single, Elroy. Come on, buddy. That one's in there for a called strike. 0-1. 2 outs. That's into the gap.
Oh, he ran outside and didn't make it.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks, but it was a shot to the shortstop who had to lay out to make the stop, and he was still able to recompose himself and throw action out at first base. So very close, but no cigar. We're going into the bottom of the 8th, and we need a new pitcher.
Do we go with Nerdward, the closer?
You could go with either a relief pitcher or the closer. I mean, again, we're losing, so
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Anton Goodwood, the pinch hitter, is going to be replaced by Doug Nerdward. Nerdward is coming in with average velocity, average junk, and less than average accuracy. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a two-seam fastball, and a changeup. He's going to be looking at Ian Fielder, who's been 2 for 3 for the day with a strikeout. Marco DeMarco, 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. And Ali Finderi, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Nerdward with a 3.86 ERA. Finderi, obviously, always dangerous. Ian Fielder, 2 for 3, 2 singles. The Overdogs really need to get off the field quickly and back into the offensive mode as fast as possible. First pitch by Nerdward's a little low, ball 1. That one's hit back to the pitcher. Nerdward picks it up, throws to first to retire the first batter. DeMarco is 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .262 on the season, though. Nerdward brings in the pitch. First one's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. 0-1. Grapplers holding a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nerdward out in front of DeMarco. 0-2. Shot to the third baseman, Rhonda Horn, who picks it out of the air for the second out. Ali Finderi, 1 for 3, a single, hitting .400 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs, 2 outs, and all that jazz. That was a little low. Ball 1, 1-0. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Again, Grapplers with that 1-0 lead. Got to Rhonda Horn, picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire Finderi. Just exactly what the Overdogs needed. Now they need a run, at least one.
Yes.
Tasha Emmon 0 for 3. Rhonda Horn 0 for 2. Samuel Perez 0 for 2. Come on, guys. Mark Gunn's throwing 23 pitches. He's got 1 strikeout, 1 hit. His ERA is down to .93.
Jeez.
Emmons 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .297. Matt Gunn's going to be replaced by Chico Lapata. Chico Lapata. He's got good velocity, outstanding junk, and good accuracy. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a cut fastball, and a slider. And again, right now we're into the Grappler strength right here. Oh, it's a double switch. They're going to bring in Zoom Dela Cruz to play second base for Ian Fielder. Zoom Dela Cruz for Ian Fielder. But this is where they excel with the relief pitching. Ooh, a sidearm pitcher.
First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1 the count. Second one inside, ball 1. 1 apiece. Medium pressure here. Ooh, that one's inside, but it's a strike, 1-2. That one she tags. Oh, and it's caught by Alberto Electo diving catch at shortstop.
Rhonda Horn 0 for 2 with a walk on the day. Diving catch by the by Dela Cruz. One's in there. Okay, into the straight up the middle into center field. Single. All right, guys. Single. Samuel Perez.
Samuel Perez 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. He's hitting 200 on the season. He just needs to get a single here somewhere. The first pitch is low, ball 1. There goes the runner. Outside corner, they're going to make the throw. Not in time. She just beats it out. Safe, Pete. Got a runner in scoring position at second. 2-1 the count. That one's on the inside corner strike. 2-1 the count now. Inside, another inside corner strike. 2-2 even count. High pressure situation. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 1 more to go.
Marsha Brown 0 for 2 with a walk. She is on fire. She's feeling fit. Runner at second, a single will score a run. There's the shot to the shortstop, picks it up, makes the throw to first. That's the game, folks. And the Overdogs have dropped 2 in a row. Oh man, God,
boy, they were handcuffed by these grapplers today.
Yeah, I don't even. I'm hesitating about looking at the stat lines because the hitting was just horrible. It was atrocious.
It was. It's not usual that we're both firing on no cylinders.
Yeah, one of us is picking up the other one. Today it was just I mean, we managed 4 hits the entire day.
Although they got 5 hits. It was a 1-0 game. It seemed like we were getting shut down, but then again, the Dogs held them to 1 run.
Neither side really was hitting very well today.
It was solid pitching on both ends. To be
I
quite
think
honest.
so. I'd agree with you on that one. Yeah, Even Carrie Wayward, who has struggled, she had a
know.
heck of an outing. So
She finally gets the game she's been looking for, and they lose by a run.
yeah,
But looking at some of these here,
Elroy Action with a hit, Rhonda Horn with a hit, and Victorino with 2 hits, and that's it. Nobody else on the team got a hit.
Kasha Emmon again 0 for 4, hitting 289 now.
Yeah. Well, still, 289 is better than Elroy Action. He's hitting nobody again. He tends to get a lot of walks. So
Yeah.
and you look over, Fielder got 2 hits, Finderi got a hit, Manzano got a hit, and Signorio got a hit. But outside of that, nobody else on that side got a hit either. Like you said, this was a pitcher's duel.
Yeah.
They happen periodically, and I don't think we've ever had one happen like this before.
I've never seen them. Looking at some of these pitching stats, unfortunately, Wayward does a great game. Pitches 5 innings, gets 1 run runoff for 5 hits, 6 strikeouts. Drops her ERA down to 8.03 though. That was her saving grace.
Yeah.
But she takes her first loss of the season. Ron Thunderchump comes in, throws 2 innings, throws 3 strikeouts, drops his ERA.
He was on fire. Yeah.
And then Doug Nerdwood comes in and throws that 1 inning. Doesn't let anybody get on. Not enough.
Nope. Halfberger, he threw 6 2/3, so he had a 1 2/3 more innings than Wayward.
Mm-hmm.
He gave up 2 hits and 3 walks, and he leaves with a 2.41. So everybody dropped. Everybody's ERA dropped today. M. Gunn, he pitched an inning and a third, gave up a hit, had 1 strikeout. He walks out with a .93, and then the Lapata gets the save. He pitched an inning and he gave up 1 hit and got 1 strikeout for a 1.5. So that was a tight one. That one was aggravating.
There you go. Well, there's not big surprises here, Pete.
No.
They're all pitchers.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can't. Yeah, there's nobody offensively that's deserving. So the first pitcher, and it's nice to see her finally get some reward. Good old number 24, Carrie Wayward. She pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, an earned run, and had 6 strikeouts. And she gets the first star, even above Halfberger.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have expected her to get a first star this season the way she's played, but that was good to turn it around. Halfberger comes in again in this pitching duel. Again, this is the first time we've ever seen 3 pitchers on the 3 stars of the game. Halfberger comes in and was really something to deal with for a while. Through 6.2 innings, got 2 hits, then threw 3 balls. Kind of fell apart in the end there, but they pulled him in time. He remains the second star.
Yeah, and then we talked about it at the top of the game. One of the strengths of the Grappler team is their relief pitching. So Braun Thunderchump came on and did 2 innings in relief and got 3 strikeouts. So you can't, that's not a bad deal at all.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know if it's the first time, but you rarely see a relief pitcher come in and make a star of the game.
Yeah. And then the contribution is pretty even.
Yeah.
Through 3 hits, I had 1. I had 1 great catch. You had 3 stolen bases. I only had 1. I had 6 strikeouts, and you had 3. So pretty even contribution.
Those great catches are pretty great.
Yeah, they're exciting. Except when they happen against you. Those.
Yeah. Oh well, the diving catch by the shortstop was.
What was it, in the 8th inning? I thought for sure we were going to be able to get something going there, and then he just lays out and steals that one. But you got to give it to him. That's great defense. Guy played some great defense.
He did. It's a tough loss, but like you said, it was a pitching duel, and we don't usually see those. So it's kind of a neat change of pace. Kind of neat to see that boil up like that. Just a shame we had to be on the losing end of that thing.
It is, and it comes especially hard after we just dropped one to the nemesis. So you don't, we were talking about, we're in the second half now of the season, and we're starting to work our way towards the playoffs. You don't want to drop 2 in a row. It's kind of, you start to hear the ghosts of the freebooters past. You're like, we're going to have to right the ship here quickly, or we're going to be holding on by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah. Looks like we slipped to second place there in division standing. I'm just on this next seat, the Overdogs. We're half game back to the Crocodiles. Well, we'll get there in a second. Right now we got 28 games to catch up on, Pete. So we're going to start off with the Freebooters and the Moose. Tell me about it.
All right. Freebooters and the Moose over at Moose Town. Freebooters jump out to an early lead. The Moose mount somewhat will come back, but the Freebooters hold off 9-3.
Moonstars at the Freebooters then. The Freebooters jump out and just demolish them 17-1.
Holy cow. The Burners and the Moose. Burners take an early lead, but the Moose all over the Burners 12-2.
Then the Burners go play the Freebooters. They get an early lead, but the Booters pick at 6-4.
Wide Loads and the B-Wolves. The back and forth with the B-Wolves holding out 7-6.
Then the B-Wolves visit the Crocodons, take an early lead, and hold on to it 6-4.
Crocodons versus the Wide Loads, and the Wide Loads hold on to win it 5-4.
That works for us. The Sawteeth and the Blowfish tied, and then the Blowfish pull ahead 7-6.
Herbisaurs and Sawteeth. The Sawteeth all over them 4-2.
Sirloins and the Blowfish. Sirloins 4-2.
The Moose and the Blowfish. Blowfish keep the Moose off the scoreboard 14-0.
Wow. Platypi at the Water Bullets. Platypi early lead, tied going late. Water Bullets 4-3.
Nemesis and the Arctics. The Arctics playing tough and beat the Nemesis 5-4.
Water Bullets in Hawaii visiting the Nemesis 8-1.
Water Bullets. Wild Pigs and the Gold Coats. Wild Pigs losing to the Gold Coats 7-6.
Sawteeth visit the Gold Coats. Sawteeth out front, Gold Coats, and then Sawteeth pull ahead 11-5.
Gold Coats and the Blowfish. The Blowfish jump out to the 5-2 victory.
Couple losses there. Blizzards at the Arctics. Arctics, Pete, 9-0 over the Blizzards.
With Blizzards. Oh, B-Wolves and the Grapplers. These same B-Wolves beat the Grapplers 4-2.
Grapplers is the Crocodons, and it's all Crocodons. 12-0.
Oh, Wide Loads and the Platypi. Wide Loads jump out to an early lead, and they're able to... Oh, and they lose 13-12 in extra innings.
Platypi, Nemesis, then the Platypi beat the Nemesis then.
Arctics and Wide Loads. Arctics jump out to an early lead, and they hold on to win 9-5. They're on a tear, Tommy.
Croctics and the Arctics. Arctics beat the Croctics.
Oh, my gosh. It's the Wild Pigs and the Herbisaurs. Herbisaurs withstand the attack and win 9-5.
Herbisaurs visit the Burners. It's a low-scoring game, 3-2 Herbisaurs.
Sirloins and the Moonstars. The Sirloins have an early lead, and they hold on 3-2.
Moose visited the Moonstars, and it's all Moonstars, 7-0. Wow, that was a flurry of information. Drinking from the fire hose.
The Arctics now have 7 victories on the season, Tom. They're 1 game below 500, and they're a game and a half out of first place.
What a stretch. All right, I guess we'll start in that monster division here. The Dogs were able to recapture first place because of a couple Crocodon losses. So before that start, when we ended our last game, we were a half game back. Now we're a half game in front. So the Overdogs 7-5, and then the Crocodons 8-7. They actually have more wins, but also more losses. And then it's the Buzzards, Arctics, and Nemesis. How about the? Where do you want to go next, Pete?
Well, I'll talk about the Super Conference because the Freebooters went on a tear there for a little bit, and they finished that flurry of activity with a record of 9-4. They're sitting at top of the Beast Division, a game and a half ahead of the Gold Coats, who are in second place at 8-6, followed closely by the Moose, Herbisaurs, and the Wild Pigs. The Wild Pigs, at 6 games back, have pretty much a mountain to climb if they want to have any chance to try and make the playoffs, but never say never, right? I mean, we were just talking about the Arctics, and they went on a tear. So
boy, howdy! And the Gold Coats were. I saw them lose a few games in that thing. So the Booters are able to take it. Boy, look at the Booters at 29 run differential, plus 29.
Plus, yeah. They were just beating up on teams. It's just double digits, and it's like holy cow! I don't think they even gave up a run. When we look at the league leaders, the pitching, they always have freebooters in the pitching with the league leaders. So that's going to be a tough team, I think, come playoff time.
They do. Finishing off that Super Conference in the Boss Division, you have the Sirloins in first place, 9-4. They're a game and a half ahead of the Blowfish here. The other Santa Monica team, 8-6. They're followed then closely by the Moonstars, the Sawteeth, and the Burners, who had a bad stretch there, are now 5-9, and like you said, they're kind of in a tough spot too.
Yeah. And then the Mega Conference over in the Epic Division, not much to talk about, but it does seem like maybe it's tightening up a little bit. The Water Bullets 11-2. The B-Wolves at 6-7 are 5 games back, and like we were saying, much like the Wild Pigs, they got a mountain to climb. But again, there's still a lot of baseball left to be played. The Wide Loads and the Grapplers are both 5.5 games back, and the Platypi, I think, again, you never say never, but at 6.5 games, that's a pretty big MacGuffin there to try and overcome. So
the thing that catches my attention, the Bee-Wolves started last season so powerful. They were the domino, and now the Water Bullets, the expansion team of the league, they're jumping out ahead. Bee-Wolves started very poorly this season, but they've worked their way up to second place.
That whole flurry there was kind of a lot of stuff happened there.
Yeah, and that's really all you need to be to make the playoffs. If you end up in second place, you get that playoff berth. So they just got to stay ahead of those other teams. They could mount a pretty big comeback season.
Yes, they could.
Well, our next game is going to be back home again. Finally back home for the last home stretch of the season. Games 13, 14, and 15 in a row at home. The last home stretch before going on the road at the end of the season. And this next host game is against the Buzzards, the always tough Buzzards, who are playing 500 ball right now. They're 6-6. Close enough to the Overdogs. I mean, they win this game, and we got the same record.
Yeah, and the Buzzards, again, our lifetime average, our previous team down there in Fort Lauderdale, the Freebooters, our record against the Buzzards was 1 win and 2 losses. So far with the Overdogs, we're 0-1. So lifetime, we're 1-3 against the Buzzards. They are a tough team to play.
Yeah.
And we get to play them at home, and this is going to be a tight one. It's going to be a tight one.
It is, but it'll be good to get back there again. So really, kind of without much else to say, we're coming up on the hour now. This is Tommy G.
And PJ. And we're saying, yeah.
There's always some sort of audio problem, right? When you're teed up, you say, it's just the audio grid. Too bad, those things. It's gonna end up. All right, thanks. Bye.